I'm meteorologist John Dawson. This is the Fox 26 YouTube Tropical Update. Glad you found us. If you didn't know, we're here every day of hurricane season, including the weekends like we're doing today on Saturday, a little bit after 4 p.m. Central Time, giving you the latest on what's going on in the tropics. So a lot of times we're able to discuss where things might be developing and where we might want to keep a close interest on. And then other times it's definitely talking about what is out there, and that's what we'll be doing a little bit today with what is Subtropical Storm Don. And it is in the middle of the Atlantic. But as I mentioned, this is an area that the National Hurricane Center has certainly been watching for a while, and finally it's gotten enough organization to it that they went ahead and gave it the name yesterday of Don and calling it a subtropical. And that's one of those finer points that just sort of talk that it's not quite all the characteristics necessary. It's spread out a little too much. It's being driven a little bit by some other things besides just warmer water, and just overall it's disorganized and a mess as well. Although I don't think that's technically what the definition of subtropical is, but it certainly seems to be a characteristic for sure. What I wanted to zoom out here for just a minute is just kind of to show you how much in the middle of nowhere, or flat out middle of water, that it is in the Atlantic. It is right in the middle of the Atlantic, and it is a little bit further to the north than you would expect to see something really trying to form because of the cooler waters. But overall, we've got such warmer than average waters happening in the Atlantic. So this is sort of one of those sort of side effects of that, is this is not somewhere that we would normally expect to see something form in July. We're normally a little further down to the south where the waters are warming, or a little bit closer in toward the Bahamas and into the Caribbean. But this is, again, pretty much in the middle of the Atlantic, and it is going to end up turning around and into a mess as well. I tried to lay these times on here as organized as I could, but basically we're here in the current position, and we're going to head north for a little bit longer and then start taking an easterly track and eventually southeasterly, and then even curving back a little bit to the southwest. So again, current position, 4 p.m. Saturday. We've got winds have decreased a little bit, as a matter of fact, now down to 40 miles per hour. They were at 45, but still it is moving to the north, and we'll do that again for another day or so, and then tomorrow in the afternoon on Sunday we'll expect to see it begin to start making that curve back around. Here's that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then eventually even Thursday kind of curving back. One of the things as well about this particular system, Don, Subtropical Storm Don, is it literally could fall apart at any minute. It's just sort of barely hanging on to being a named storm. And so all of this, you'll notice, even weakening, these wind speeds are expected to even weaken a little bit more. So this is not going to grow larger and stronger. It's just sort of wander out there for a few days. And maybe it ends up hanging around for another 24 to 48 hours. Maybe it makes it all the way to 5 days, but it's really unclear, uncertain on how long Don is going to be able to hang around out there. But again, at the moment, it's subtropical, and it is hanging around just a little bit. So we're actually a little bit ahead of where we would expect to be for an average season, believe it or not. This is the 5th storm. It's the 4th named storm that we've had. And typically, we'll get one in June, one in July, and then we get into August and we start picking up the numbers quite a bit more. But we've already, again, gotten to our 4th named storm here, and we're about halfway into July. We'll expect again to continue to see these numbers peak a little bit more into August and September. But if you've been sort of keeping track with us, you know we've been talking about El Nino and how when it increases, that global pattern, it sort of has a tendency to decrease the number of named systems in the Atlantic. Now, the interesting part again to that, though, is that these waters are so warm, that's going to counteract that a little bit. So we'll have to see how it kind of moves through as we're going down the line. But again, we're kind of a little bit more above average as far as what our numbers are at this point in time. Hope you're already connecting with me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm at John Dawson, Fox 26. But I'm also on YouTube, my own channel, and it's easiest if you'll search for meteorologist John Dawson. And I say that because that's a really easy place. It's organized to look at my hurricane preparedness videos, the hurricane gear test. That's a fantastic way to kind of get some ideas to keep your supplies fresh and some maybe adjustments that you might need to make. And anyway, it's a great opportunity if you want to look me up on YouTube as well. Again, it's meteorologist John Dawson. Searching on YouTube is the best way to find that. Hey, we'll be back here again tomorrow, as I said, every day, including the weekends. Sunday, a little bit after 4 p.m. Look for our next update.